Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raven Gaming. My name is Kemptin. I'm here joined by Hans, and we have a best of three between Tower Shot and Rams. And I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to go, Hans.
I'm pretty excited myself here, Kempton. I'm really excited to see what these teams can do.
Yeah, yeah. We don't know much about them, but you got any speculations, any things that you'd like to see? I mean, as a Yumi main, of course, I'd like to see the toxicity of a Yumi come in, but other people think differently.
Right? Maybe that UB pick will get banned out. Who knows? We'll wait till it goes down to the ban pick, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed. So we're gonna see if maybe it goes to a full best of three, or maybe we have a 2-0 sweep from somebody. We're gonna have to find out, but we're gonna be starting the draft here shortly. Give us some time. I'm very curious what these guys are going to do. What are most of your favorite picks here, Hans?
Well, I mean, me myself as a League of Legends player, I consider myself a Vayne trick. I'm an AD carry
Ooh,
main. So I like to play aggressive into the bot lane, also a hyper scaling late game carry. So
nice, nice. I was gonna say I've been playing support pretty much since beta, so I've stuck in one niche spot, and that's been about it for me. My CS game is non-existent, so don't ask me to kill minions. I'm almost useless, but I'll keep you alive. I promise you. I promise
that's the
you.
whole purpose. You got to keep that support role going, and then just keeping that AD carry nice and healthy. Yep.
Yep, yep. They get all the credit, and you just kind of sit back there, and it's like babysitting a bunch of knuckleheads. It's
Exactly.
absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But at least I have a ADC that I've been playing with for a while, and he appreciates my supportiness. But I'm trying to move into jungle one of these days.
Jungle's an interesting place to be. You know, you always got to keep that mind awareness about what's going on in the map. You know, and making sure you have good prowess to actually make those moves and make those shot calls to help your teammates out.
And pathing is huge too. If you can't
Pathing is
path,
huge.
you're pretty much in trouble. Yeah.
It's the standardization of the jungler role. Just to not be predictable, because predictable jungling is very easily counter jungled, and if you get counter jungled, it collapses your mid lane as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah, that can be a massive game changer for sure. But so the draft is started. It looks like we have a Luxnar, Katarina, a Morgana, a Kale, and a Yorick from the other side, and Tower Shot is taking the first pick. With these bans here, what do you think they're trying to go for?
They're definitely well. I think blue side here is going to be trying to stop that heavy assassin carry lane shove because the Katarina with the Lux, they're trying to stop as much CC and as much damage as possible from the mid lane as they humanly possibly can. Um,
Right.
I think with the Morgana and Kane and York bans, I believe that they're going to try to play something a little bit more tanky and something that scales going into the late game. And seeing how they played into a Brand, Jinx, and Yone, I think that those picks are going to be great for the mid game transition.
Sure. Yeah, we got a Brand, Jinx, Yone for Tower Shot, and Tristana, Zac, and it looks like a Senna. Here's the $1 million question: is that a brand support?
Ooh, you know, I would like to see it. I would like to see it. I'm
But
thinking
then
with the
again,
setup pick, though, it could be a Zac.
yeah, it could be. But then again, where's Yone gonna go if that's the case? You think he might jungle or top some weird off meta thing?
Well, right now the highest carried Yone player right now is a top lane Yone one trick in
Really
Challenger. Yes.
interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say with the preseason out right now, you see a lot of weird things going on as they try to balance things going in, especially with some new champions coming out recently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like now
I
they have Vex, Urgot, Malphite, and we're gonna see a last ban here. What do you think they're gonna try to go for?
Ooh, so we really need to have a good strong jungler band for the last pick, and I'm thinking, I mean, since they have a Zac open into either support or jungle, I would think probably either a Xin Zhao, or something that would be hyper carry into the mid late game, like a Kindred would be a good pan pick for them right now.
Oh, but they choose to go down mid lane and take the Yasuo out.
They're heavy afraid of this mid laner on the other team here, and I'm really kind of concerned about. I want to see what this mid laner from Rams can actually do.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like three bans mid lane, and then the Gnar and the Lux could go mid lane as well. It doesn't just have to be support. You think
Mm.
they're You think Rams are going to save their last pick for their mid laner? Thinking about all that.
That's what I'm thinking. I agree.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see where that Brand and that Yone go. Oh no, instead we see a Vigar and a Shaco coming out from Tower Shot. What's their last pick gonna be here?
We have a Shaco. So we're going for that level 2, probably early engagement. I'm really excited to see whether or not this bot lane is probably going to be taking sweepers or not early.
Yeah, they might want to. I mean, I almost feel like most of the team's going to want to early. And it looks like they have a Kale to close it out on Tower Shot side, and they're going to go ahead and take the Jax on Rams. So we have a Brand, Jinx, Yone, Shaco, and Kale for Tower Shot, and Tristana, Zac, Senna, Vigar, Jax on the Rams side. This is going to be interesting.
Rams is definitely winning the CC matchup, whereas Tower is winning the burst damage matchup. Kale is also going to scale into a late game transition for them to do major damage. He's going to be a threat later on in the game, and what I believe is going to happen is that once it transitions to that late game, Kale is going to be an unstoppable force. Let's see what they can do here to shut this player down.
Yeah, their Rams are probably going to have to deal a lot of damage, deal it early, and try to end this thing before Kale comes online. Because if that Kale player is halfway decent, and she manages to hit 16, get the items that she needs to, and she doesn't absolutely ruin her stats, she's going to be a nightmare.
I agree. I'm really excited to see what's going to go on in this lane.
And then the Shaco to top it all off, just a toxic champion, absolutely toxic.
Could be the next pink ward.
Yeah, you think their jungler is going to start with a pink ward to try to spot him out, or?
I think it would definitely be a right call. I believe getting vision down early on in the jungle is definitely a good way to help the jungler out from Rams to help him keep pathing on the Shaco, especially considering the fact that the constant invisibility that Shaco can do from going into lanes is definitely a big threat to Rams's lanes, and especially in mid. Because Vigar is going to be playing aggressively into the lane if it gets CS ahead, because it's to be able to get his stacks up and then be able to burst down the champions with R.
Yeah, and I'm also excited to look for is to see if Jinx can get some solid globals.
You know what I really want to see this game? I want to see a Jinx base ult.
Ooh. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice to see. That would be very, very interesting. I mean, I'm also, like you said too, Rams definitely have the CC advantage. I'm wondering if they can pull off some sort of nice combo and just sit somebody down and let the Tristana or the Vigar, heck, even the Jax, if he starts getting fed, they could just jump in and absolutely annihilate somebody.
Let's also not forget what Yone can do as a CC champion as well. Proccing his Q off of Raptors is definitely a good call on Yone in itself, and then actually making those engagements and knocking the team up. That could be crucial to the CC that it's needed for Jinx to actually combo out a full rotation as well with Brand.
Yeah, with his CC, Brand, Jinx, Shaco can get in there. If Kale can throw some damage out, it's going to come down to him hitting it.
Can't wait to see what happens.
And Zac making some good ganks too. I'm kind of excited to see what he's got going on with that. If he can make some really good jumps in, try to make a good fight.
What do you think? What do you think this Jax's mindset's going to going into this Kale? Do you think he's just going to hyper aggro into Kale, or do you think Kale is going to play safer and just let Shaco constantly gank the lane? What do you think?
Probably let Shaco constantly gank. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, he's got the ability to go invisible. He can get right up in behind you. If you're not watching with the wards, there may be a lot of opportunity for him. So the team is getting into the client right now. They're starting to choose their quick picks and bans, and they should be loading in. So we should be starting this game in the next 2 to 3 minutes or so. How do you think they're going to build items? I mean, we haven't talked about anything with items. You think there's going to be
Oh,
standard stuff, or you think they're going to try to
I
go for
think
something funky?
I mean, just seeing the amount of tankiness from Rams, I'm thinking definitely something to neutralize. With the whole defensive champ pick that they have. And I'm really expecting big things from this Zach because Zach synergizes very well in the team comps that are synergized with their players, right? So we're sitting in this team environment right now, and we're out here talking to our teammates, and we're trying to make these plays that are going to happen. And I think Zach is going to be the key person to make that happen.
Yeah, he's probably going to have a. He's probably going to be the one that's going to make the clutch plays to change the game as needed. If he can make some really good ganks, and he can heck, if he can make some good steals, I mean, he's a pretty good champion to steal, and so is Shaco too. We might see some smite fights going on, but yeah, if he can make some good engages and he can coordinate with his team, Zach's going to be an absolute terror for them.
I'm definitely gonna say once it transitions into late game or like mid late game, Frostfire Gauntlet's definitely gonna be crucial on to Zach. That way we don't get blown up by this brand.
Yeah, if that brand starts to get fat, I mean, that's the thing with these kind of aggressive bot lanes that I seem to notice when I'm playing. If the brand gets the kill, it's the support. Okay, woo, the support gets the kill. But if that brand keeps getting kills, he's just going to turn into the ADC and he's going to be a nightmare.
That's correct.
But then if
It's a double-edged sword.
yeah, either the Jinx get the kills and you have a nightmare over here, or the brand gets the kills and you have a different kind of nightmare. Pick your poison sort of thing.
It's almost scarier to have an AP carry than it is to have an AD carry. And here's why. You can't it's harder, you have a harder time building against an AP carry than what you do as an AD carry.
True, true. But I'm curious to see also if Vigar can make some good cages, Senna can get some good roots, Jinx can get some good alts. Ram's also going to have to be able to spread out too. If Brand gets his ult off, they're going to want to be careful around that.
I'm really hoping to see that we see some crazy plays from Brand that synergize well with Jinx. I can't wait to see that happen in bot lane.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, they're if they can get some good combos off, they're going to be really really dangerous. So they're loading in right now, folks. About 2 minutes here to go. We're going to jump in. We're going to see what they have going on, and then hopefully have a good game. I'm excited to see what's happening here. Do you think if somebody gets popping off in one of these games, the other team's going to try to ban that one out? Think they're going to be a little scared if something happens and someone gets fed, or you think they're going to just try to chalk it up to bad luck?
I would definitely, if it's playing a good and it's consistently playing good throughout the course of the game. Remember, these games aren't short. These games do generally last for about 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. If that player is consistently doing well through all that time, I think it's definitely a worthwhile ban pick going into the next game because the champion or the player understands how to play the champion.
Right, right, yeah, because then you can tell that they have a lot of skill and they have a lot of knowledge about what they're playing. And even if it's a champion that's not really on meta or not really in the lineup for usual because the patch just kind of gutted them or something. If somebody knows a champion well enough, that champion can still be viable.
Correct. I see it all the time. Example. I'll take even though Vayne used to be viable in the jungle in early seasons. I still use it to this day and still dominate my games.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's always nice to be able to play something when everyone's like, "Oh, this character's getting nerfed, they're getting gutted," and you're like, "Nah, hold my beer. I'll be right back." So, I'll tell you this though, something we haven't brought up yet, especially with the new summoners. What's your take on the new teleport? And do you
you
think
know,
these guys are going to use it?
I like the new teleport and how it should be played out. I think the old teleport was way too aggressive and it brings a different type of aspect into top lane. I believe it plays players into a safer, more logical playing style than what it did before as a hindrance. Because if you generally lost your lane, you would immediately just teleport back in and then int yourself again. So it actually stabilized top lane more than it hurt it.
That's true when you think about it that way. I mean, outside of a tower dive like bot or mid, if you can try to prevent that, it's it's gonna slow things down. It's gonna make you think about it, which
Correct.
in turn is gonna help people understand the game better.
I 100% agree with this.
Yeah, I'm really excited. That I heard rumors, and as a Yumi main, no one flame me, but as a Yumi main, I heard rumors that the new teleport was gonna allow you to go with people again like it used to, but sadly I was mistaken.
You know, it's kind of crazy to see back whenever Yumi was actually a thing, and I just want to just comment about this. So Yumi used to be able to TP latched onto a champion, and then
Mhm.
they actually reverted that, in which case that put a big hindrance on the champion in itself. So now I have a theory craft on this. Is if you take Rise with Yumi, Rise can take the Yumi regardless of what's going on,
Yep. Or the Shen.
or the Shen.
Have you ever heard of the 5-man teleport gank?
I have, and it's quite a scary thing.
You need a Tom Kench, you need a Callista,
Yeah.
you need all this other stuff, but you can get everybody together and just go to a lane. And it's great. It's absolutely great. But so the team is ready. They are into the match, and we are going to slide ourselves on into this one, and we're going to see what Tower Shot and Rams have to show us. All right. So we are in, and we are going to see what they have in store for us. You think there's going to be an invade somewhere, or you think they're going to try to play it safe?
I think Team Red is definitely an engage team that they could actually go in for this gank, and I'm kind of surprised that we're not actually pathing down to actually get vision on this. So we're gonna actually be able to get a squeaky gank or a squeaky invade onto their jungle without them ever knowing.
Oh, they're
See,
never going to see this coming. Oh, they have no idea the Jinx is coming all the way around a tri-bush, and the entire team's coming over to the red, and they have absolutely no idea. Oh, and the Senna goes out and trying to get a root and completely missed it. Now they're exposed. Ugh.
what are they gonna do? Do they have to what revert, try to hold it, or do they decide to try to get a recall and then reset it back into their blue?
They're probably going to want to back off of that. They should have sat in that bush until somebody came around. I really think they should have sat there and waited. They were a little premature.
I agree. I think that if they synergize after they get this blue buff done, Shaco could actually get an early gank off in the mid lane based upon positioning on the map here because Yone's already making a push into the lane.
Oh yeah, he's pushing really hard into this lane. He might try to take advantage of that, but it looks like he's just going to go ahead and push that forward, and Vigar's going to have to go under their tower. Bot side is just going back and forth. I'm wondering if Brand missed some XP there. That might hurt them.
Yeah, they're kind of playing a little cautious here, especially with the brand staying so far behind the Jinx and not keeping proper linear pathing.
Hmm. Yeah, I think they're going to hit level 2 here early, and if they do, they might try for something.
I'm really excited to see what this Senna can really do because Senna can really punish this AD carry whenever it steps up for CSing.
Yeah. Oh, and now here it comes. Yep, there's that level 2. They try to go in. They manage to get the root, but they don't do quite enough damage. But Jinx is down to half health.
I think that was a really aggressive play call that kind of just panned out for them. But then again, they did have that wave shoving down without the wave counteracting the damage that could push back up into that Tristiano or that Senna that was going to negate some of that damage into the
Oh,
drawback.
yeah, now we have a gank coming here against the Yone. He's going to get out of that. Oh, now it's going to come around with a Shaco here. He's going to try to go onto the Vigar, igniting him. Manages to make it away, but the Shaco can't follow that up. really well played gank there by the Zach, getting that Yone really, really low with the Vigar.
I couldn't agree with you more. That was a really, really aggressive play, and it just kind of just worked because he was out of position and we didn't have vision going on the map.
I have an issue though. That Shaco's sticking around too long.
I agree. We should be going back and clearing out jungle camps. I get the logic here. He's trying to keep his mid lane as safe as possible, but he has to keep himself ahead as well because they have to play this game as a whole, not as a single carry.
Right, right. So everyone's just going to kind of go back and forth, play this safe, and we're going to have to see what they do in the future. Yeah, that Yone, I feel like that Yone might be sticking around a little too long.
Well, it seems like he wants to stay and try to get as much CS as he humanly possibly can, but he could still be punished for this. Um, if Zach comes down after he hits level 4, they can make a tower play and actually kill this Yone.
Well, nobody's really in the area right now. Both junglers are topside clearing their respectives. Oh, but first blood coming out onto the Jax onto the Kale. We didn't even get to see that, unfortunately. But we'll have to keep an eye out. But now I see the Shaco coming up on the mini map. Hopefully it'll jump over to what's going on there along with the TP coming in. Bot side, they're just waiting for the Jinx to come back. And they might have something going on. We're still stuck on the brand for some reason, but we will see if we can't get that changed. Oh, the Shaco's very, very low. Very, very low.
I
I
wonder what
didn't see what
happened there.
happened up there. Yeah, I'm very curious as to what happened up there. We'll have to see
I'm
what's
thinking
going on with our cameraman. I think we're locking cameras, but we're
so. It
gonna have
looks
to check
like
to see.
this Jinx is gonna go for a ward, and then we might be going for a pick here, and then properly doing drag. We definitely have the recall on this. They could actually go for a drag here, but it looks like the mid Vigar is actually recalling. So let's see what happens here. Let's see. They're going in.
They're diving in. Unfortunately, folks, I cannot see the screen, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. I am top lane right now. Looks like the Jax and the Kale are both getting relatively low. He tries to jump onto the Kale, does a decent amount of damage. She's gonna ult a little premature, but she does manage to get a lot of damage, flashing
Oh
over and getting the
my!
kill. What a great move there by the Kale,
We got
taking
the
advantage.
auto attack to finish off that play. Oh my god!
Very well done, and she takes it back around on the Jax.
Fantastic job by that kill player. What do you think?
Oh yeah, no, she definitely moved very, very well on that. I thought that was a little bit of a premature ult there, but it managed to work out. And with that flash to follow it up, now she evened out the kills up there. But Red Side still has a gold advantage of about 1K.
Let's see what they can do to counteract that. I'm really uh looking for that dragon play that needs to happen here. We're at 6 minutes and 35 seconds. We should
Oh,
be
and the
pathing
Yone
for a
tries
game.
to ult. He tries to get in there, and it does not work. Oh, but the Zac comes in, jumping in onto the Yone, getting caged in by the Vigar, and he had nowhere to go. Great play there by the Zac to hold him in there, and a follow up by the cage with the Vigar. Good moves there by the red team. Oh, and now we have another dive here coming in onto the Jinx. It looks like they're going to let that one walk away afterwards, but yeah, it looks like red team is doing a great job moving forward on this.
I'm really surprised we didn't see chompers thrown down from that Jinx.
Yeah, you'd think she'd try to slow that fight down. And it looks like red team is going to be working Drake. They're definitely going to get that because Shaco's nowhere around. And now the Kale is in big trouble here with the Jax going very low, but she's going to get away. She doesn't have her ult yet, but we are working on getting that back. And now the Yone's going to go in onto the Vigar, doing a massive amount of damage, nearly getting him down. He might tick away. No, he's going to survive that. And now the Kale's pushed down underneath the tower mid. And the Zac's coming in from behind. He might try to do something here. Knocks up the Yone. Keeps the fight going along. Vygar tries to come in, but nope, he's just going to try to clear. And Zach's going to go ahead and back away. Back and forth mid, they're kind of trading evenly, but the Zach's been the difference, like we've said before. And now the Yon's going in onto the Vygar, manages to get out of that one. Now the Shaco might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, a
It's
gang
3
from that
on 1.
Jax.
Yeah, that Jax tried to come in, and he's going to manage to get this kill here. Very well done. Good timing by the Jax moving down.
Proper play.
Very, very proper. Oh, Jinx taking a couple tower shots and getting a little low, but she's going to back away from that. Now Jack's coming back in onto the Yone. He's going to try to jump in onto him, and he does manage to get that kill. Great, great
Wow.
jump in on him. I thought that Yone was going to manage to get away from that, but he did not.
Do you think, respectively, if he would have used the ward hop, do you think he would have still been able to in range of that if he was actually a step out?
Maybe. That I'm not sure.
Either
That
way,
I'm not entirely
he
sure.
could wipe his shoes. He was clean.
Yeah, that jump in was absolutely fantastic. Couldn't have asked for more from that. Now the Kale is pushing in top. No one really around to do anything. Jax is just coming back into lane here.
Uncontested tower plates. Putting gold in his pocket.
And that's the last person you want to do that to.
All it does is increase the scaling time.
Oh, and another jump in here by the Zac mid lane. What a great play. And the Yo now getting in trouble, getting caught by the cage, and the Vygar getting another kill. Again, this Zac having a massive impact in the mid lane.
I see that Zac pick is a very, very good pick into this matchup, considering the fact the amount of CC and the amount of team fight potential that this champion truly has. Easy pick potential.
Oh, and now looks like the Shaco just got eliminated. Oh, he eliminated the Zac, excuse me. Oh, no, he did get eliminated.
But Zac's
Zac-
back once again.
Yep, and they do drop the Herald mid lane, and now they're going to push really hard down mid lane here. This is exactly the tower you want to hit with a Shelly.
I agree. It looks like we're going to go over here and take blue.
Yep, he's going to go ahead and take blue, it looks like. Now
I'm really
top
excited
lane.
to
No, go ahead.
I was really excited to see what's going to happen back in this top lane again, because now we have tower plates, we have gold efficiency. Jack's getting with that recall back, and then Jungle's over here still clearing the camps. I really want to see what's going to happen with this Kale now that it has actually had gold and items now to start playing into this game and with this Jax.
Yeah, she's gonna be nice and big as she keeps moving forward and back and forth with that Jax. The thing is though, it looks like they have a pretty substantial gold lead. I mean, 5K, that's still pretty dang good.
It looks like they need to use some team synergy to actually neutralize the big threats on the map and get some warding down throughout the enemy jungle. Zac has made uncontested plays consistently in mid lane. Even though he's got shut down, the ultimate kept him alive, and we still haven't yet been able to figure out a way to shut that down.
The Jinx gets dropped, followed by the Brand. 2 kills going to the bot lane for Red side. Very well done. Good moves by them.
This is a mop crew. They're playing for serious.
Well, now it looks like they're trying to invade a little bit. They're going to move themselves up through the jungle here, and they might try to catch the Shaco out. Oh, a great cage by the Vygar, having to get over the wall. The Shaco manages to get out, but now they are ready for this Drake.
It doesn't look like they're going to be able to contest it here.
No, they might not be able to. And now the Kale getting jumped on by the Jax. She is way too low, and he's going to go right underneath the tower. Dragon goes over to the red side, and they start moving in onto the blue team. Yone's going to have to get out of there. He is a little bit too low. Flash from the Vygar, throwing out massive damage and getting the kill onto the Yone. And now the Brand's going to have to run away from this combo. Does manage to get grabbed by the Zac. but it looks like the Shaco's going to clear. Jax is going to back away from top and continue to clear himself. Great move by red team. They are just absolutely wiping the floor right now. What does blue have to do to turn this around?
Believe that they're really going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out how we're going to be able to stop this jungler from being able to do whatever he wants, and then being able to shut down this top laner that is now pushing into pushing into that tower and getting free plates and gold as well. They are just they're an unstoppable force right now.
Yeah, they're just snowballing and rolling. I mean, we went from a 3K gold lead to a 5K gold lead. And now we're 6K gold lead. It's just slowly gapping and gapping and gapping. But like we said, if that Kale manages to come online, blue team could try to turn this around. But do you think they've gone too far?
I think if we consistently try to get that Kale fed and make him viable, I don't think that late transition is going to be a problem. We just need to stop the threat as a whole and make the Kale a carry.
Oh, but now we have another jump in here from the bot lane. Oh, and so much damage coming out from the Tristana, just eliminating that Jinx. And now Yone getting into trouble with the cage and another Zac jump. Just the combos from these two. Absolutely ruthless.
And
What
that's
a
the thing
cool.
about those two champions because they can literally go back and forth. Zac can jump in and then the Vigar can land a cage, or Vigar can go for the cage and then Zac can go for the knockup.
And how did that Tristana win? Oh, there it is, the Jinx ult. What a great shot. Oh, she managed to survive with the heal, get away from the minions. She flashes her mastery, but then the ult from the Jinx comes in. That was insane.
You know, I really wanted to see that base ult, but that wasn't a base ult, but I'll take that. That was pretty clean.
That was absolutely fantastic. Looks like Zac tried to go in on Shaco and steal some of his camp. Shaco's going to push him back out, but he does take quite a bit of damage. And now it looks like the Kale's trying to give this Jax a little respect, but she just gets a little too close. She's going to have to ult, but does not get away. Barely makes it under tower before he gets another kill, and now Jax is starting to snowball his lane as well.
That's the thing with those two champions. If Jax gets ahead, Jax can really be ahead. If Kale gets ahead, Kale can really be ahead. It's kind of an even matchup in terms of how it's going to scale. But if Jax gets ahead early, it could really just shut things down and never never let Kale see the light of day.
Well, as long as they can keep her down, they'll keep her from the end game. And another jump in by the Trist, but nothing's going to come of it. And now Vigar catching out the Yone again, managing to throw a massive amount of damage, but he gets away. He's going to go ahead and back.
I'm really waiting to see what's going to happen here. Jinx is low HP. They could definitely make a play here on this Jinx again. And Jinx just threw out early chompers. Zac landing in for another jump and
Yep.
then contesting that blue buff.
Yep. I don't know if he got that steal or not. It looks like he did manage to get it. He's going to try to jump in onto the Kale, and he does manage to knock up, and Jax is going to quickly follow it. She does not have her ult, and she's going to get absolutely deleted. Just gone. That Jax is out of control. Absolutely out of control. And there's a double
Somebody get
kill.
that man a fire hydrant. Put him out.
Yeah, for real. Call the fire brigade. Same thing with the Tristana, just going underneath tower, not caring, getting all these kills. Oh, and
jumps
another one from
away.
Vigar. Oh,
We hate to see it.
oh, this is ridiculous. 2-19 over a 10K gold lead. Red is just snowballing this out of control, and we do have the next Drake coming up.
Do you think they're going to try to contest this Drake, or do you think they're going to try to push out the lanes and try to go for a Baron play?
I mean, I don't know how blue team can even contest anything right now. I mean, most of these guys on red team could probably 1v5 them, but it looks like they're just going to go for both objectives while they're at it. And they can do that in their situation.
Uncontrollable snowball.
Yeah, I don't know if blue team can turn this thing around. I think they're out of luck. Yep, and
Well,
there goes another Drake. Oh, and now we're
and
gonna have a massive fight coming into here. But oh no, the Yone and the Shaco are just gonna get caught out. It was a 2v4, and now we have another 2v4 as the Brand and the Jinx try to join, but they overstep their bounds. And that's gonna be 4 more kills going over to the red side. And the Kale's gonna have to watch herself.
one thing I am noticing that's going on with this Jinx is that whenever Jinx is throwing her choppers down, she's not playing it over top of herself. She's tossing it back. So it's literally letting the engagement from the entire team to step her down. What is she going to do about that?
Yeah, aiming those is gonna be the key thing here. And now we have Shelly coming in topside, easily gonna take this tower. Might try to get another charge. I think Jax can probably contest that. No, that's 3v1. He might have to get out of that.
Oh, I don't think it's safe.
But
Jack's
it's nice.
passing back.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's nice to know that you have to have 4 members of a 5-man team come to answer you when you're that good.
It's a beautiful thing. He's taking that the whole way to the bank.
Yeah, but now that everybody's topside, the Vigar and the Zac, the dynamic duo is gonna go ahead and push bot, and that's gonna be tier 2 bot. That's tier 2 top. Tier 2 mid is gone, and they are up to the gates of the base.
The red team has all the towers still up as well. They're just slowly pushing these lanes down.
Yep. Blue team's gonna have to find somebody caught out, but nope, that does not happen. Tristana waits for the Shaco and just deletes him, not even going to half health. And I think blue team probably has to try to focus on getting a winning fight and then trying to turn the objectives around.
Look at the amount of vision control that we have going on from red team right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have the bot side completely lit up as they're pushing it. Blue does have some wards in there, but they have absolutely no deep wards, but nothing they can really do about that because they can't even move into the enemy jungle.
Mm-mm. Well, it looks like we have Vigar that's trying to make plays here, just contest the CS and waiting for somebody that's going to make a misplay here and try to get another cage.
Oh, and he does catch somebody there. Zach's going to go in and follow that up. A Jinx ult's going to come in, but nothing's going to come of it. They are going to get 1 kill over to the Kale, and they're going to continue to stick around here bot side. It looks like Vigar's taking tower shots left and right, and he is going to die, and that's a shutdown over to the Brand. A couple more tower shots coming out bot lane, but they're going to walk away with a 1 versus 2 advantage.
What do you think about that Baron transition at this point in time? Or do you think it's better for them to sit there and push this tower?
Baron probably wouldn't be a bad idea right now. You have your jungler up, you have your ADC up, you have your Jax up in the area. Heck, I don't even think you need your Zac there as long as the Shaco doesn't show up. You also have Soups coming down mid. Inhibitor top side is open. This is a perfect time to Baron.
I couldn't agree with you more. Let's see what happens here and what their decisions are.
Well, it looks like they're gonna back away and reset. I mean, they still could reset and go for Baron while top lane, bottom lane, and mid lane are pushing. But oh, they're gonna try to catch this Yone out. Tristana's gonna jump right over and go right onto her. Oh, so much damage, but then the Senna comes in and steals the kill. Typical support.
Hate to see it, love to see it.
Yep. Yep. It's bitter. It's bittersweet sometimes. And looks like we were right. They're gonna go ahead and come over and start the Baron. They're doing so much damage to that already at half health. And blue team can't do anything about that. They have to worry about the waves. They have to try to keep pushing this out. They can't contest that.
They really can't.
Mm.
Getting that reset for that final push.
Yeah, this should be it here. They should be able to make a final push with Baron, 3 of the Drakes, base is cracked open, 1 inhibitor down. Might as well just wait for the next Drake. It's going to be 30 seconds. Get your soul, push in with the Mountain Soul, and you should be all set.
Blue side constantly trying to push in this mid wave to stop that final initial push. I don't think they're really going to be able to shut this down after they put that last dragon in. I think this is pretty much wrapped up.
Yep. Oh, and they're ready for him. The Shaco doesn't even see it coming. Face checks the. I don't even think he got a chance to face check the bush. E-
Wow.
Easy Drake going for red side. Now it's just a quick, easy push down mid. They should be able to open the rest of this up, get to the Nexus, and
That
finish it off.
that final mid lane mid wave push, and then Jax we have pushing top as well. There's no way to stop this man.
Oh, he's out of control. He turned in what to the into what the Kale should have been. Oh yeah, jumping in 2v1. He doesn't care. Kale goes down. He's gonna backtrack over. Tristan is gonna get a kill. Back and forth. Blue team can't do anything about this. This is gonna be the last push.
Dax answered with, "I scale harder and faster. Back away, Kale. Get out of my league."
And that is a victory going over to Rams. That is the first of 3. I mean, at this rate, we might be looking at a 2-0 unless you think that they can turn this around.
We got to figure out a way to answer with that top laner. He's something else.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, the top laner seems to be one of the most destructive people on red team's side. They you think they're going to try to focus some bans top lane against him, or do you think he
I
can even be banned out?
I would definitely be focusing on jungle bans and top lane bans going into the next round.
Yeah, you want to try to focus on those two because even though the Vygar did get a decent amount of kills and a lot of damage, most of that wouldn't have happened without the Zac.
You know, it'd be really disgusting to see next round if we got a cheesy Trendemir pick next game because he can stat check anybody in the game.
Hmm. That would be nice to see. Yeah, I'm interested to see how the picks and the bans are going to go for the next round, but we'll plan on crossing that bridge when it comes up. We're going to take a short break, everybody. We're going to have game 2 coming in. We'll see if this goes 2-0 or if we go to a game 3. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Game 2 is about to start. Rams versus Tower Shot. Rams are up 1 game. They're switching sides. We're gonna see if it makes a difference, but after the last one, I mean, Tower Shots have a lot to think about there. Hans, what do you think their priorities need to be?
Yeah, we really got to go back to that drawing board and figure out a way to stop that jungle and top laner.
Yeah, that top laner was absolutely nuts, and the Zac was just making so many good plays, just in the right place at the right time, good jumps and great follow ups by his teammates.
The cages were just unreal as well. I mean, it was just good plays all around. It really was.
Yeah, team coordination's been the biggest thing, and like you said, the Zac's gonna pop off as long as the team can coordinate. And I don't know about you, but they seemed like they were all on the same page.
Looks like they've been doing this longer than one day.
Oh yeah, definitely longer than one day. They
Yep.
well, not that they've been doing it longer than one day. They've been obviously working together for a decent while. Unless I could be wrong, unless this is just a random group of guys that got together, but the synergy between all of them is definitely noticeable.
They definitely have a solid team here. Definitely room for growth inside of their teams, and I definitely see something great. To between these teams. Like I definitely see something that they could definitely push on to something more.
Yeah, we'll see what Tower Shots can do on the other side of the map. Hopefully, if they manage to get the change, they can get something going on. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is the top side and the jungle side. Just that Zac was just in the right place, doing everything he needed to do.
The amount of coordination that was just going on with him was just unmatchable.
Yeah, they were communicating really, really well with everything that was going on. I'm interested to see how the bands are going to go with this. I'm betting that they're going to. There's got to be some bans going on from one side to keep other things from showing back up.
Are you thinking that they were banning Zach this round?
They might, but right now we have a Jax, Tristana, Morgana, Yorick, and the Gnar. Yeah, let's see if Tower Shots decide to take the Zac out. I would advocate for it for sure, but nope, they're going with the Kane. Now let's see what the first pick's going to come out here for Rams. Man, with how well that Zac was playing, I'd almost just go for it.
He could really synergize into almost all the like a lot of team comps. So I feel like anything that's played with that, if the good coordination is there, Zach is going to be able to make plays regardless.
And now we have a Corki and a Katarina, so they're picking their mid lanes first, it looks like. And I'm wondering what's going to come next here. I do like the Corki though with the package. That might be interesting.
Now, do you think he's going to go with that crown build, that Chinese build that just literally does a bajillion damage?
Depending on how his team comp goes, but I mean, why not? The Corki can always pop off if you build it correctly. Going that route's not a bad idea. You're just gonna have to protect them.
I think so as well. And do you think that Corki's going to be 80 carry, or do you think that's going to be a sub or mid lane Corki?
I don't know. We haven't seen anything crazy come out, any insane off meta picks. So I'm gonna play it safe, and I'm gonna bet he's going mid. But yeah, they could definitely flex that ADC. They can move the Lux mid, or the Lux could be the support. And now it looks like on the side of Tower Shots, they're gonna take the Zac. They're gonna pick ban that over to
We
their
left
side.
the Zach open again. Maybe he'll be able to abuse it the same way that he did in the last game.
Well, it's on the other team though, so that's gonna be the
Oh,
difference.
that's right. We swapped sides. Correct. Yep.
Oh, and the Corki might. I guess the Corki's not gonna be the pick. They may have had a client glitch. So we're gonna have to
Hmm.
see what they come back with that. But next phase of bans is coming out. Tower Shot's getting rid of the Shaco. And Rams are picking their next ban, and they're gonna go with the Vex. And now we have the last two bans. What do you think? What do you think Rams are going to try to focus here? I mean, they're going to have to try to maybe look at a support and a top laner.
I think Tower should ban Jax. Don't let that be an open pick, or either on
Oh,
either side.
Rams already took
Vayne
Jax out.
might be having a little bit of delay on my end.
No, no, the
No, that was
Jax is
first pick. That was first
first
pick.
pick out. Oh, and it looks like the Corki's actually a Zed. So Zed cat mid. Unless that Zed goes jungle. Could
Ooh,
we see that?
Trendamere.
Oh, they get rid of it. We were just talking about that. Ah, that's unfortunate. And a Malphite pick coming in on Tower Shot side. I like that. There's a lot of good
Mm.
CC and a lot of good engage and AoE from Katarina and Misfortune. If they can lock somebody into place, somebody's gonna die.
No assassin, no AD carry is safe in this matchup.
Mhm. And it looks like they're gonna take the Caitlyn on Ram's side. Now let's see what they pick. It's got to be their jungler that's last, and a Kindred. They're gonna take the Kindred jungle.
I think that was a really smart pick from Rams, considering the amount of nuke potential that can happen between this Zac and Mel fight.
Yeah, being able to make people unkillable might get some of his teammates through that. And a Aurelia. That's a Malphite support.
Oh boy, this is going to be a spicy, spicy, spicy bot lane.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that is a Malphite support, which means we're gonna have an Aurelia top going up against the Urgot. I am excited to see some Urgot alts, and heck, even Lux alts, Caitlyn alts. They got range with those three champions.
There's going to be a lot of R's pressed in this game.
it's it's all going to come down to timing too. Tower shots have to worry about the timing with the CCs to allow the misfortune of the Katarina to pop off. Their Rams are going to have to be safe, keeping track of that Caitlyn. If they can zone everybody off the Caitlyn and the Zed can do enough damage, Kindred keeps people alive or got finalizes it, and a periodic Lux ult.
The mistake is for Tower to press R first. We need Kendrick to press R.
Mhm. Yeah, at the right time too.
The right time.
Yeah, timing is going to be major part of that. But we're going to keep our fingers crossed that she's going to be able to pull that off. I'm just concerned about the CC potential on tower shot side. They easily can lock somebody down and ruin anybody's day who gets caught.
I think so. Uh, how do you think this misfortune's going to scale with this Zac though? Do you think this is going to be a constant misfortune users or bullet drop with Zac going in, or do you think Zac's going to go in and just try to make easy Qs for misfortune?
Probably make easy Qs if he does lean towards the bot side. The biggest thing is going to come into late game with Misfortune's bullet time. If the Zac or the Malphite can manage to knock people up and keep them in place, and she ults in the right spot, that's nearly a free kill.
Right.
Or if the Katarina can do it as well.
Thing is about Katarina though, she's so fast, she's so slippery. How is Lux going to contest with that?
Really well placed roots. That is about all she can do. If she gets caught out by that cat or even the Aurelia, both of them are just so quick and so ruthless. The Lux is just going to be in trouble. Same thing with the Caitlyn. I mean, unless she can try to keep her distance and root somebody in place with a trap. eh, Yeah, she's gonna have to time a lot of things really well.
I'm really expecting this top lane to be pretty wild, like with this whole Oregon Aurelia though. This is gonna be a crazy, crazy fight.
Yeah,
in
they're gonna
top
be out
lane.
of control. Easily
Mhm.
gonna be out of control. But they are getting into champ select on the client and getting prepped. They should be loading into the game, and we are on a slight delay, and we will get right into it. Now, item wise, what are we going to be looking at here?
Well, I'm definitely gonna see. I'm definitely we're definitely gonna be rushing the Duskblade with Katarina. We're or if it's gonna go with full AP Katarina, we could also go with the Zanya's Hourglass to get that early uncontested ult. That's not going to be able to be stopped. We can go with the Irelia. I'm expecting a Phage early from Irelia to help get this Urgot in control. Um, and then with this Caitlyn is going to have a very hard time dealing with this misfortune in Zac. I'm really curious about what we're going to do there in bot lane.
Yeah, and the thing that you pointed out too, with the amount of CC and the damage coming out from tower side, Rams, not only should they take stopwatches and Zonias, do you think a QSS is needed?
I think a QSS would definitely be a viable pick here. Uh, just based on the fact that like we're the amount of CC that this tower team is going to deliver is just going to be unstoppable.
And the damage, if they follow it up well, the damage is just going to be untenable. They're not going to be able to deal with it.
I don't know. Like this stopwatch plays, we need a lot of help here from the item page.
Yeah, but I think man, I want to say that Rams are going to scale later on in the game, but man, that Malphite and the Irelia, I'm hoping the Urgot's going to come in clutch with a couple of executes, but yeah, I think Rams are going to be on their heels here.
We definitely need to get Kraken Slayer for this Kindred.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Maybe some Berserker's Grease follow it up with a Collector.
The question is, how tanky is Aurelia going to be, or do you think she's going to try to go straight on damage?
And that's kind of the interesting thing because Irelia can be played both ways, and both ways are viable.
But do they need more tank? I mean, they have the Zac, they have the Malphite. If they have
Right.
one more quick damage dealer to follow up the cat, ugh. Especially with the roots. Ugh, the roots.
And the thing that makes Irelia so strong is literally just her passive alone. The Ionian Fever is just absolutely unstoppable. I mean, Urgot really can't step into that because she's going to constantly be gaining that attack bonus speed. And then whenever she's at maximum stacks, she just gets bonus damage on hit. How are we going to stop that?
Prayers, probably.
Hopefully they went to church.
Yeah, they're gonna need some help with this thing, but I think bringing that up, bringing up the items are gonna be a huge thing here for Ram. That's gonna be a big kicker for them, and I think the stopwatches, Zonias, and maybe a QSS could potentially be the difference for them.
Which is going to make for some very interesting gameplay. I think makes for a lot of positional outplay if it's played correctly.
Hmm. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed. We're going to be loading into the game here shortly, but last thoughts on this match here?
I think Towers got it in the bag. I'm predicting. I'm predicting Towers got it in the bag.
Towers got it in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. I like their comp, but it would be nice to see Rams turn this around because I don't think they're going to be doing well early game, but if they can keep moving and stick together, it's going to be huge. But we're going to jump into this game, folks. We'll transition over and we'll see you on the Rift. And they are off. Now, are we going to see another grouping from the teams trying to do invades? Or, yeah, it looks like we already are.
Yeah, we're seeing this grouping again. Are we gonna follow through with the same mistakes we made last time? Let's see.
No, it looks like they're going to stop short on the river. And the top side, it looks like Rams are just going to hold off. They're just going to sit the line of scrimmage and keep an eye out.
You know what I think it was last game? It was that respective game one cheese.
That respective what?
Game one cheese.
Oh,
Gouda preferred, right?
do a preferred what?
I said Gouda preferred, right?
Gouda
Gouda cheese.
preferred. And it looks like the Kindred's starting by herself. Oh no, bot lane's coming back up. That was interesting. Oh no, but now the Urgot's going to get caught out here by the Aurelia and the Kate.
Oh
The
no.
Cat's going to go on and chase that down. There is going to be an ignite, and they are going to try to finish that off. They do get the flash out, but they don't get the kill. Very
Ergot
unfortunate.
just too big.
Yeah, especially early game there. He can take a couple of those hits for sure. For sure. Back and forth between mid. Cat and Zed are just going to go trading CS. Some damage coming out, but not a whole lot. And now top side trading there.
We are
Bot side
contesting
doing.
that for CS, but we're not respecting that damage.
Oh no, absolutely not. And there's the level 2, and they're going to go right on into it. Cat and Zed going back and forth, both igniting, and a first
Oh,
blood coming over to Cat. What a great kill. Good moves.
clean, fast movement.
Well, it looks like bot lane, they're trying to zone out red team here from getting the level 2. And now the Urgot in trouble. The Aurelia just going in, managed to throw her off, but he still takes a decent amount of damage. And now the Misfortune throwing out massive chunks here onto the Kate.
It looks like this spell fight is constantly keeping that misfortune pretty safe. So it looks like they're going to be able to make some good trades here and effectively as this pushes down underneath the tower.
Yeah, and they're just bullying the two of them out of lane.
Look at those skill shot dodges.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now we have another fight here mid. Cat's going to go right in onto the Zed. Definitely has the advantage. She's going to get close to the tower, but she's going to back it off. And now Zed's going to try to turn it around. And he's going to back away, trying to stay safe. Back and forth between the two of them. Relatively even, but blue side does have almost a K gold lead.
It looks like dancing in the mid lane.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Cat's going in, throwing quite a bit of damage, but she's going to back away, easily taking advantage of her lane. And a good root beer by the Lux, but nothing you can do about that. I'm looking forward to those Malphite ults, though, I can tell you. Oh, and now the Cat's going to catch out this Urgot. He is, oh, not the Cat, excuse me. That is the Aurelia, but he's going to manage to get away. Speaking of Cat going in onto the Zed, throwing out a decent amount of damage, but they're going to let it go.
I think we're just waiting till that ignite comes back up. One more Q with an auto attack, and ignite is definitely going to take down that mid lane.
Rinse, lather, repeat. Oh no, but here comes the Zat coming in. Managed to get the knock up, and a great coordination there by the two of them.
Some
Very
didn't
well
even have
done.
to be pressed.
Nope. And now they're going to continue moving forward with this fight here top side. Now the Urgot taking a bit of an advantage on the Aurelia, going to throw her out of the lane. And now Zat going in onto the Kindred, and the Cat's gonna follow it up. Malphite is here as well, and they are gonna get a kill here onto the jungler unless she can manage to make it out. Cat is just in hot pursuit. Oh, and gets the kill. Can't get over with the blast cone, but the Zed might come in here and try to clean out house. She is gonna be in a little bit of trouble, and he's gonna try to chase her down. She does not have any friends in the area, and that's gonna be a kill over to the Zed onto the Cat, down to the Cat. Oh, I'm sick of these two being in the same game.
Vote a friend. Vote a friend.
So now at this point, it looks like Rams are taking another early advantage. We don't want them to snowball again, otherwise towers are going to be in trouble. What do they have to do to try to fix this?
We need to get some vision down. We don't have enough words on that map. Look how dark we are on the screen.
Yeah, even from Rams side, they only have one deep ward on the enemy blue, which is nice, but it's only a single ward to start. But we are early in the game. Oh, and that Zach almost died to that Drake.
But
That
it's
would have been
okay. It's okay. If it died, it comes back, right?
yeah, well, yeah, he is a Zach. That is a very good point. That still would have been a feels bad man moment.
Flubber just multiplies.
It just multiplies. Oh, what a good movie. Now you're taking me back to my childhood. Was that character based off of that?
I'd like to believe so because of my childhood.
Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go with it. Riot knew that they wanted to make Flubber because it's an amazing film. Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
God rest his soul.
Ugh. Back to the game though. Looks like top is pushing in for red, and the cat is keeping that Zed under the tower. And bot's just keeping their distance there, it looks like. Oh, now but the Urgot's gonna get caught. Aurelia's not gonna follow it up. Both of them still full health, even though throwing out damage back and forth.
We're gonna make a trade here. Are we gonna make a trade? Nope. We're gonna back down. Wow. I thought we
Yeah,
were gonna aggress. We have
no,
three minions.
they decided to back off of that.
Yeah.
Zach taking his red quite low, and he's gonna go ahead and back and reset. Now the Zed trying to go in onto the cat, taking out quite a bit of damage onto her, but she is gonna manage to make it out. Very well played. And now bot side, Misfortune's trying to go in really hard on the bot lane here. Just missing that root from the Lux. And they're going to keep them under their tower.
That constant initial poke from that Malphite and then dodging skill shots is so clean.
Mm. Well, we do have the Kindred down here trying to look for a gank, but not finding an opportunity. Looks like they're going to play it safe.
The vision was just too good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they must have known that she was coming down there. Oh, and now top side, it looks like Zach's going to go in here with the Aurelia. Ult's coming in. Urgot's going to try to flash over. Nope, not going to matter. And a kill going mid lane to the cat as well.
Absolutely insane from that player. Absolutely insane. What are we gonna do here about this bot lane?
Oh no, the Lux getting low, and the Misfortune managing to get the kill before the Kindred comes in here and helps the cat out. Or the Kate, excuse me. And now Kate all coming in. Not enough though. Malphite just taking it. It tickles.
No disrespect from the Malphite though, but it could have danced it off.
The Aurelia pushing in really hard on the top side here. Trying to get that wave underneath the tower. Mid, it looks like the cat's trying to go in onto the Zed. She manages to make it out. He can't do quite enough damage. And now the Zach's coming down. I wonder if we're going to try to get another tower dive here. Topside trading back and forth. Kindred coming in to help the mid laner. Stealing a little bit of that farm. Junglers, right?
Gotta get their tax. Gotta get their tax.
Tax what? Kindred just walked through the lane and took something. There wasn't even anything she did. What tax? I feel robbed.
Isn't that government nowadays?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's Kindred's the government. I'm coming through for taxes. I didn't do anything. Well, we don't care. We need money. Oh, now the Malphite trying to go in, but he gets caught by the Lux, throwing out a decent amount of damage. Kate's gonna have to flash. And they're gonna stay safe for now, but the Zac is behind the line, probably trying to look for a gank. But now topside, the Aurelia and the Urgot going back and forth. She is getting quite low. And the Zac is getting prepped. He's going to drop the Herald behind the lines here. to get that pressure pushing onto the tower. And he's going to jump right in there. Got both of them up. Lux
No
and
way.
the Kate going down. Cat getting both of those kills. What a great engage by the Zac. And now the Aurelia trying to go in onto the Urgot. Misses her route, but manages to get the ult off and does get the kill. Urgot had the execute, but she managed to kill him before it. What a great timed play, and that Ignite saved her.
Two great executions from top lane and bot lane. My gosh.
And the Kindred's dancing around. I don't know what she thinks she's going to try to do. Oh, now the Zac might be getting caught out here. Rest of the team coming in. A Malphite all coming in, knocking him out. The Kindred's going to try to come in and join, but it's not going to matter. She's going to ult to try to save herself. But it looks like the Cat's going to go in. She's going to get the double kill, and she's going to try to go for the triple, and she does manage to get it. Diving under tower to get all of that and coming out with just a little bit of health. And the Mastery Flash to go with it.
This Katarina is really clean. Really clean.
Second Drake going over to the Ram side. That's going to be Mountain. And we are going to see what kind of soul we have coming up. It will be the Cloud Drake. I really don't think they want Rams to get that Cloud Drake, because they're already relatively quick, and this is just going to make them even faster.
It just makes it more slippery. And we don't like slippery champions. Slippery champions tend to be able to do what they want.
Yep, especially if they have a team that can CC to follow everything up with them. You're not going to be able to catch them, and they're going to be able to catch you.
Katarina was definitely the perfect pick here.
Yeah, she's playing very, very well against that Zed. That Zed's not managing to keep up very, very well. And now the Aurelia and the Urgot going at it. She manages to get the root, but now we're going to mid lane, and the Zed going down, and the Urgot going down to follow it. Blue team just running away with this right now. They have what, 7K gold lead, and it's just like the same as last time, slowly stepping away. I mean, what can Towers do at this point?
I think it's going to be a wash hands repeater for this one. And there's not really a whole lot they really can do. I mean, just we're picking stuff out of the ban phase. It's just like, we can't keep up. They're just too clean with their champ picks.
Oh, but a great jump in there by the Kindred to get the Aurelia. Urgot get the teleport in their top, but it wasn't really necessary, but he's there for his CS. That was a good play by the jungler there.
How are we going to kill this Katarina?
Oh, no. No, it's not going to happen. She's going to make all the kills. Goes in onto the Kindred, and she might be able to follow up that Zed. She does, getting the kill under the tower, managing to make it out, barely taking any damage. 2 kills going over to the blue side. And now the Zed getting another double, pulling both of them in, and that's exactly what I was talking about. A great play by the Zac to hold people in place, and the Misfortune ulting right on top of it. They couldn't have done anything with that.
Another perfect execution here. There they are again, just popping off and showing their dominance into this game.
Yeah, Towers really need to consider trying to turn this around here. Topside Aurelia pushing in.
I think the proper play here is for them to actually start focusing through top lane and letting top lane scale. So that way they had a beef tank for that transitions into mid late game.
Oh, and now the Cat going in again onto the Zed and getting another kill, going legendary. She is just absolutely eating up this mid lane. And now the Malphite coming in behind the Urgot. Not really needed, but it is what it is.
Hey, we're here. We all got to eat too.
Managing to getting some of that assist gold. They are definitely going to get that tower. And that is going to be all 3 tier 1 towers going down, and the Cat just catching out the Lux. They really are not respecting her distance, and she's going to go in onto the Kindred as well. Kindred's going to ult, but I don't think the Cat really cares. She's going to manage to gain some health, but nope, not going to matter.
Disrespected that too, by the way. Just stood there and just let Kindred attack it.
Probably sitting there just saying, this is cute. Just wait. Your ult's going to be down in a minute. Don't worry. And now that line of vision for blue team here, just slowly encroaching. Top side, they have some good wards coming in. Bot side, they do. And now an engage coming in here onto the Zed. And the Malphite getting the kill. The support and the jungler taking a kill together.
Very, very interesting to see here.
Now looks like top side, the Kindred's floating around with the Aurelia nearby. Bottom lane's trying to push back out, but Misfortune's just being way too aggressive, not letting them have any opportunity. And she's being really, really well in lane, allowing the Malphite to go around and roam. Oh, but now the cat coming in, flashing over the no. Flashing over the range of the turret to get within range of the enemies, getting a double kill. She's just on fire right now, and here we go again. Jumping right in onto the Kindred. The Urgot's not going to be able to make it out alive. Oh, but he manages to. Zach's trying, but nope. Cat just getting kill after kill after kill. And there goes another one. Urgot should have backed away from that.
Arena is literally a human wrecking ball.
29-3 and nearly a 15K gold lead.
There's no way to stop this Katarina.
No. Nope. But like I said, the thing that it comes down to is I think it's items. We haven't seen any QSS. We haven't seen any stopwatch. We haven't seen any Zonias. I think Red Side's doing themselves a disservice by not trying to go those items. Yeah, you're not going to get the damage you want. You're not going to get the armor you want, but you're going to keep yourself alive.
But the thing is if you're not doing damage, they're not going to do damage as well because you're negating that damage by just doing that service by buying that item.
Oh, and now the Zed's going to get caught out here by the Zac. Misfortune's going to come in here and follow that up. He is going to get the kill. Lux throwing the ult out and missing somehow. That was unbelievable. And the Zac coming in, knocking up. Misfortune coming in with the ult. And once again, we have a repeat. Didn't get both kills, but that is the exact combo the two of them need to be continuously doing.
The synergy that this Zac is pulling off with this Caitlyn or this Misfortune is just absolutely insane.
It's just not fair. Just holding everybody in place, the Misfortune coming in and ulting. And they haven't even gotten to a proper team fight yet. Imagine when all of them are together with all their CC and all their damage. I don't think red team can do much about it.
Is this actually playing a lane, or is this just hostage situation? Like, hey, you're playing into my lane, and we're gonna hold you here, and then you're gonna be punished for it.
Yeah, blue team is in absolute control. Oh no, the cat's gonna catch out this Urgot and just destroying him. He's there trying to clear some farm, trying to get some camps, and she just jumps around and takes him out. Now the Zed might be in trouble here. Has to get away. There's going to be a flash to try to engage, and they do. They get 2 kills down. The Lux tries to pull out an ult, but it's not going to happen.
It's not enough. Katarina's just too fast, too clean, too much damage. How are they going to stop it? They just can't.
Nope, they can't. And she's going to disrespect by jumping into the base here, trying to go for the Kate. The Zac's going to try to help her out, and they are going to manage to get this kill. Ace coming over for the blue side, and they're just going to continue to push. Try to push these lanes. Baron's up in 30 seconds. Get an inhibitor open. Go take Baron, reset, and you'll easily be able to make one more push. Oh, but the Urgot just missing getting his ult. I can't believe he didn't get a kill there.
Absolutely crazy. I can't believe the amount of just damage output through this Caitlyn or this Katarina.
Yeah, it's interesting to see for sure in the Aurelia. The Aurelia is just landing some good roots at good times, and she's following it up well. Once they get into a team fight with the amount of CC that they have, I don't think red can do too much. And here
Another
is
thing
the start of the
that we're seeing
Baron.
is, yep. How I don't think they're going to be able to contest that Baron as well. I don't think they're in a
Mm-mm.
position to actually really pull up. But
Nope.
I don't think that Kindred was even able to even press R to really save the team. He was mostly pressing R to save himself from the Katarina.
Yeah. Yeah, at that point, you kind of have to self-preserve here. And now it looks like they're trying to go on to the Irelia. She is caught in the ult there, and she does manage to get the kill. Urgot's going to get caught out. Zed getting taken down, but he does manage to turn that around and get the Irelia. But everybody dropping here on red side except for the Kate. 1 for 4, and blue team is just slowly taking them out. And there comes the ace.
Caitlyn couldn't really defend that tower there. It was pretty much dead the moment it stepped up and seen face to face with Katarina.
Oh, now it looks like Malphite's going to try to tank some of this. Yeah, a little too much damage there, my friend.
Time to walk away.
And now we are going to have an open bottom inhib as well. So now we're going to have 2 lanes of soups coming in. And red team is just constantly on their heels. The Urgot trying to do what damage he can, but the misfortune, bullet time, just getting so much coming out onto the Urgot. Malphite just had to keep him there.
Just hold still, buddy. Hold on. Misfortune, I got R going. All right, we're good. It's going to die now.
Oh, now they're diving underneath the Nexus Tower. Triple kill coming out for the Cat. And they are taking down both towers and moving on to the Nexus. And that is going to be the game. Best of 2 going over to Rams. Oh, just a painful sight. Just a painful sight. Very good for both teams, but the synergy on Rams' side was just palpable.
Oh, I agree. I 100% agree.
Yeah, and I think if we were to give an MVP to anyone there, I mean, we know who was the MVP of this match.
Surely it wasn't Katarina, was it?
I was going to say Zach. I
Zach
mean,
with the yep.
the amount of times he created the engages and he allowed everyone to just get fed. I mean, yeah, cat popped off, but I'd like to think that Zach had a decent amount of help with that. Between him and his mid laner, they were just constantly on top of it.
You know, the synergy that those two have, it's like they have on they're on the same brain operating two different mouses and keyboards. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they're just getting caught out a little bit too much and not respecting when somebody starts getting fed. That cat just kept going and going and going, and they just kept giving more and more to him. I think big time too. You know, we talked about items there. I think they really made a mistake by not trying to go some Zonias and go some stopwatches. It
They
just
had to
something
stop
that
the
they missed
threat.
out on.
They had to stop the threat, and then the threat
Mhm.
just happened, and they didn't have a way to shut it down.
Yep. Imagine a QSS or a Zonias during some of those Zac misfortune engages.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Zach jumping on top of you. I mean, you got a stopwatch to stop all of that damage that was
Yep.
just about to happen to you. Instead, you just lapped it all up.
Yep. Or he tries to grab you, hold you, pull you in. If you had a QSS, you can just, nope, I'm going to walk away from this.
I'm out of here.
No, we're not going to play this game. Backing off. Ah, great 2 games overall. Hopefully next time we can go to a game 3 and we can see Towers try to push a little harder against Rams and take us to the best of all the way. But that's it, folks. Best of 3, 2-0 Rams. Very good plays overall. But that's it for the night. We're hopefully going to see all of you soon, and we hope you guys enjoyed. Hans, say goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. It was very nice seeing you guys perform, and I think both teams did a great job. Hopefully, we can see you guys again.
Enjoy your night, folks. Thanks for watching.